So my name is Marie Jones, and I was born and raised in New Jersey, and I am still living here. So I actually, in regards to when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, I actually started experiencing symptoms with my back in February of 2022. And I started realizing that I wasn't getting better. And even though I was going for physical therapy and I kept getting, insurance denying me to get, MRIs done. Eventually, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia through testing and through some fantastic doctors in June of 2022. So it's still fairly new, and I'm learning a lot about the chronic condition that I'm dealing with on a daily basis. But I'm doing whatever I can to represent the individuals who are dealing with the chronic pain and the chronic fatigue, but of course, many other symptoms as well. It's just not those, two underlying issues. So you definitely have to kind of learn to really be patient with yourself. I think for me, I had to kind of realize I have to take things, as they come from day to day. For example, last week, where I spent money to go to a ballet because all I wanted to see was Swan Lake, but my flare-up was so bad that I couldn't even walk. You know what I mean? There was no chance I could even enjoy that time, or having to cancel on friends because of the fact that I can't even get in the car to drive. Or my back is killing me. And you have to learn to kind of be patient with yourself and not feel guilty, because it's not your fault that you have that illness. And I think that's the one main thing I learned, was that I always put myself the last in the totem pole, because everything else was so much more important. My job was more important, my relationships were more important, my partnerships were more important. But at the end of the day, you have to be more important, especially with this type of illness. I think the challenges that I face with this illness is trying to figure out sometimes the coping skills of when the pain is so unbearable that it affects your whole body. The challenges I face have been my daily life, my work, how it affects my body. And it also affects my relationships too, because, when I'm ill, it can affect my physical health, my mental health, and it's hard because it's hard for people to see you sick, especially the people that love you. And for the people that don't understand you, it can be very frustrating. It can be toxic at times. It's important to create boundaries, because of that. So yeah, there's a lot of challenges. And especially since fibromyalgia, there's not so much research on it. There needs to be more research, and it's hard. It's a lot. I feel like anyone who faces any type of autoimmune disease, any type of condition or disorder there hasn't been that much research done on it. It's very challenging to deal with it. Because, I go now to an integrative doctor, and so many things are not covered by the insurance, because with traditional medicine, everything is about just giving out meds. And so I had to go to this integrative doctor, and pay, over $10,000 of my own money, which I don't have. I'm regular middle class, to be okay, what else could be out there? What could also be causing my issues? So yeah, there are a lot of challenges, with having this illness that is just more than just our symptoms. You know what I mean? It's trying to figure out, well, what can we do, then more than people just saying, eat a good diet, don't be stressed out, and have good sleep. You know what I mean? Because there's got to be more than that. Because even if you eat well, sorry, here's my cat. Even if you eat well, you know, even if you sleep well and you try to get some form of exercise, even if you meditate, why are we still having inflammation? You know, why are we still in pain? Why are we still fatigued? You know what I mean? So there's more to that, you know, and there are doctors there, but unfortunately, insurance doesn't cover. So how is the majority of Americans who are middle class able to afford all this testing? You know what I mean? Like, we're making ourselves broke, you know, so that we can survive, you know, and try to live, you know, a fulfilled life. I will tell you that the number one thing that keeps me going is my faith. If I didn't believe in God, if I didn't have my faith, I don't know where I would be. Because the days where you feel like you can't do anything, where you feel like, you know, am I even worth it? You know, how I can't even walk to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, is this going to be my life? 41 years old, is this going to be my life for the rest of my days? You know, because you can't, sometimes when the pain is so unbearable, you can't see ahead, you know? But my faith keeps me going, you know, prayers keeps me going.